Hi dudes, what's going on? Do you want your IdleOn screen to look like this? Well, this is the video for it. And hey, hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 100K for that silver play button. We're far away, but might as well get started now. Shout out to the YouTube members and Twitch subs that keep this dream a reality. Anyways, let's get into it. Money in this game is crucial. It's used for buying out shops daily, paying off expensive stamps, upgrading your anvil, purchasing golden statue upgrades, and more. You can earn money by selling items or defeating monsters, but there are bonuses that can increase your earnings. And I'm also not going to list all the bonuses because some are better left alone, like the money opals. In reality, drop rate is better, and I'll explain why later into the video. Let's start with the best class for farming money. You might think the V-Man is the best because of the money talents. But what if I told you the best class is actually Divine Knight? I know, it sounds crazy, but it's true. However, for most players, the Bubonic Conjurer will actually be the go-to because the Divine Knight only outscales the Bubonic Conjurer in the endgame. The Bubonic Conjurer is considered one of the best money farmers in the game because of the respawn dead talent. Most of your money comes from the crystal spawns, and since Bubo gets so many kills per hour while actively farming, he racks up a ton of crystal spawns, making the money just start ramping up. But to really get the money flowing, we need to talk about the upgrades first. The first upgrade you can farm from World 4 is called the Pecunia statue. The Pecunia, whatever. Which, when onyxed, will give you a substantial boost to your money percent. Next, head over to the party dungeons. In the Flurbo shop, you can spend Flurbos to give all your characters a monster cash bonus. Joining a guild is also super helpful, as it grants you a bonus known as Coin Supercharger, which increases your money percentage based on each world you've reached. Join one of the itty bitty armies. You can take a look in the description below for the Discord link. Now let's quickly list all the cards that reward you with money percentage. Nutto from World 1, Bandit Bob from World 2, the Purple Mushrooms from World 4, Malto from World 5, which is also a passive, Baba Yaga from World 1, Diplated Slush, a mini-boss from World 3, Nightmare Cattle Crook from World 5, and the Holiday card, Meeting of Giftmas. Moving on to World 2, everything revolves around one thing. Alchemy. You want to solve world hunger? Alchemy. Want to be a hero? Alchemy. You want your dad to come back from the milk? Alchemy. He'll come back eventually. Penny of Strength gives you money percentage based on strength. Dollar Agility gives money percentage based on agility, and Nickel of Wisdom gives money percentage based on wisdom. These are further multiplied by the multiplier bubbles, which is a huge bonus. This is where all stat gear becomes beneficial for the build, especially since Bubo can achieve such high wisdom stats. This will be a crucial step in boosting your money percentage. There's also one vial, Diet or Drink, which is the Bored Bean vial from World 1. In the post office, the Utilitarian capsule also gives you a juicy amount of money percentage, plus some extra goodies. The arcade has upgrade rotations with two bonuses that reward you with money percentage, the Gold Coin and the Luster Coin. However, these are hard to scale, so they're never a huge priority. Owl and Roo are great sources, but Kangaroo specifically gives you money percentage boost. Owl is nice because it provides you with all stat and drop chance. Classic Clicker W. Now, heading into World 3, we have the prayer known as Jawbreaker, when it increases your money percentage, but also boosts mobs' health. In the late game, this is an absolute staple. You'll be using Midas Mind, which I'll explain later, but Jawbreaker is a strong money percentage multiplier. Just look at the difference it makes between having Jawbreaker and not having it. There's a substantial difference. It is a true multiplier. The only real golden food worth mentioning is golden bread, which is a powerful money percentage multiplier. Stocking up on large amounts of golden bread is beneficial, and though you get more of it later in the game, you can start collecting it in World 3. And you'll also want to collect golden cakes and also golden cheese sandwiches for your drop rate and all stat percent. Now let's get into the bread and the butter of money percentage, literally the thing that can change you from earning gold coins to luster coins and even god shard coins and beyond. Per kill. In the lab, there's a bonus called Fungi Finger Pocketeer that gives you money percentage based on green mushroom kills. There's also a jewel called the Emerald Romble that makes Fungi Finger Pocketeer even stronger. This is why many endgame players have Siege Breakers and Beastmasters farming green mushrooms. They're farming bars and money simultaneously. Just to give you an idea, I've killed a substantial amount of green mushrooms, and my current money percentage bonus for my Fungi Finger Pocketeer is 1.71 million %. This is where the bulk of your money percentage will come from, so gearing up to commit mass genocide on green mushrooms is a crucial step. I'll have a video later on how to maximize your green mushroom kills, so make sure to subscribe and like the video for future updates. There's also an achievement for getting 10 million score in the World 4 Coliseum, which will reward you with 5% money. In breeding, Pet Arena 20 and Pet Arena 175 will give you a money percentage multiplier, so you definitely want to start ramping up your pets. We also get a nice money percentage boost from meals like salad and burnt cake in World 4 cooking. Our next huge step comes from World 5. Hair Reap, aka the Hair God, prevents a money percentage bonus. You can stack this with alchemy bubbles known as Big P to make it even stronger. There's a bit of a strange interaction here, so to save yourself a headache, I recommend having the character you're farming with connected to Hair Reap, whether you have Doot or not. Just trust me on this. Also have Big P equipped even if you have Sheepy. This is one of those trust me bro moments because, you know, spaghetti code. In sailing, we have the second artifact, Maniki Cat, or the Lucky Cat, which rewards you with a money percentage bonus based on your highest level character. Finally, the last big bonus worth mentioning comes from World 6, the Scientific Source Pencil, which can be bought from the Jade Emporium. This gives you money percentage boost based off how many crops you've discovered. Now that I've explained where to get all the important bonuses, let's dive into something that a lot of people don't realize. Drop rate actually affects the amount of money that drops. And I bet you're thinking, yeah, obviously, Griffy, more drop rate means more drops, right? Well, it doesn't work exactly the way that you might think. Take a look at this graph I'm showing here. It demonstrates that the drop rate threshold actually increases your money percent. Once you reach a drop rate of 13, you'll see a 1400% money boost. After that, it's every 2 additional drop rate points, 15, 17, 19, 21, etc. But don't quote me on this, I'm not 100% sure. However, you actually need to hit 13.01 to get that 1400% boost. When you're building your characters, especially when choosing cards, keep these thresholds in mind. Money percentage will always be stronger unless you can hit a new threshold with 1 or 2 cards. That's also why running drop rate obols is better than running money percent obols, because in the long run, it helps you earn more money. The setup I'm about to show you is just an example. If you're at this point, it's up to you to swap out between all stat, drop chance, and money percentage to find out the maximum amount of money that you can get. I prefer this approach because it's easy to keep track of, and all money fluctuation difference isn't that significant. Also, quick tip, drop rate doesn't really show how much extra money percent you get. The best way to check this is to actually go into IdleOn Toolbox or IdleOn Efficiency, where it tells you there. When it comes to Bubo specifically, I like to run full marble gear because not only does it give you all stat percent, but also boost your money percent. If you can eventually get to the point where you can use the Godcaster, it's overall better for Bubo. It provides drop chance, and the range is perfect for Bubo, who needs to be up close during gameplay. I run the Divine Scarf because there's not much anything that's better, and Emperor Ovals for the all stat percentage by a decent margin. Remember, we're building up those 3 alchemy bubbles. I also prefer full marble tools for the same reason as the marble gear. For food, I like to use golden bread and golden cakes for drop rate, golden cheese knowledges for the all stat percent, speed pods for extra damage, and golden kebabs for additional damage if needed. Remember, we're active, so we don't need things like dumplings. The rest of the gear can vary a bit. I run the premium helmet for drop chance, though the all stat one could also work well. Beach Bro is great because the money percent trophy is actually juiced. For capes, both the lava cape and phoenix wing work depending on the threshold you're aiming for. I personally prefer phoenix wings because using Jawbreaker and Midas requires high damage. But remember, those prayers don't affect bosses, so have fun getting free drop rate and more money percent when fighting any boss. I like using the Balling name tag for its decent drop rate, though it's quite expensive. The Beach name tag for all stat percent is a good alternative. Donut keychains are pretty much the go-to for wisdom percentage, but I also got the relic chains from limited time shop a while back, so I usually go with them for the drop rate. The Equinox ring is a must since it gives you 10% all stat. It is the strongest chat ring in the game. Obviously, these choices will vary depending on how much you've invested in the game, so you'll need to work with what you have. But as a rule of thumb, focus on drop rate, money percent, and all stat percent. And of course, ensure your damage is high enough to one-shot the mobs that you're farming. Here are my cards. You'll see I have Poop and Demon Jimmy on the top left and bottom right, and then I'm running mostly the highest money percentage cards I have, along with a couple of drop rate cards to ensure I hit that threshold. Right now, I'm just above 37 drop rate, so I've hit that extra money percentage threshold. For star signs, I like running 12% drop rate, 20% golden food, and 3% wisdom. As well for the chips, which are very important, you want to run the Choco chip. Remember, all money comes from crystal spawns, the keychain doubler, top left card doubler, the trophy doubler, the pendant doubler, the star sign doubler, and of course, the bottom right doubler. Hi, Stream Griffy here. I forgot to mention in the video, sometimes it'll roll up in the bonus ballot that you can get increased monster cash, but let's be honest, nobody's ever going to vote for this, so this isn't really something I should even mention. I can't stress this enough. We don't prioritize AFK gains when it comes to money farming because you want to actively farm due to crystal mobs. There are many ways to set up your gear, but I believe this is a strong foundation to get you started. Obviously, this is more late game gear, but let's be honest, money is always going to be a struggle until late game anyway. Heck, even in late game, the refinery stamp is still way too expensive. I'm hoping you'll eventually nerf the price. Bam! a money guide. Good luck becoming the next Elon Musk of IdleOn. But anyways, my dudes, I gotta get back to the guide grind. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to help out the algorithm gods. But stay tuned for the next IdleOn video. Stay safe, happy grinding, and peace out.
What's going on? Long bizzle. Long bizzle. Long bizzle. Long bizzle.